On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Enlist.
To sign up to serve in the military or a particular organization.
Examples:
Enlist in a cause. Enlist for a soldier. He decided to enlist in the military after graduating from high school.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Tower.
A structure that is exceptionally high in proportion to its width and either forms part of a building or stands alone.
Examples:
A bell tower. The tower on a cliff. She is a tower of strength for our team in trouble.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM. Verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Urgency.
The quality of being very important and needing to be dealt with immediately.
Examples:
Urgency in the use of force. Matter of urgency. She departed hurriedly because of some significant urgency in their affairs.
Topple.
To cause to lose balance and fall over, especially by pushing.
Examples:
Topple communist rule. Topple off a ledge. The statue was old and unstable, so it easily toppled over.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Stump.
To cause to be perplexed or confused. Noun, the base part of a tree that remains standing after the tree has been felled.
Examples:
The riddle stumped everybody. We are stumped with the problem. He is stumped with the question.
Tilt.
To incline or bend from a vertical position. Noun, the act of inclining or the state of being inclined or leaning to one side.
Examples:
On the tilt. Tilt a chair. She tilted her head to the side, indicating she was listening.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Maritime.
Relating to or connected with the sea, especially about shipping, navigation, or commercial activity.
Examples:
Maritime trade. Maritime law. The city's economy relies heavily on the maritime industry and its port.
Republic.
A state or country in which the people and their elected representatives hold supreme power and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch.
Examples:
Republic democracy. The Republic of Art. The United States is a federal presidential constitutional republic.
Cathedral.
The main Christian church of a bishop's diocese, which is often the largest and most important church in the area.
Examples:
Cathedral school. Cathedral choir. The cathedral's stained glass windows depicted scenes from the Bible.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Landmark.
A notable or important event, place, or achievement, a significant object or feature that serves as a reference point.
Examples:
Literary landmark. Act as a landmark. The new museum is a prestigious landmark in the city's cultural scene.
Embellish.
To make something more beautiful, interesting, or attractive by adding decorative details or features, to exaggerate or enhance the truth or significance of something.
Examples:
Embellish a story. Embellish a room. I decided to embellish the plain white dress with some colorful accessories.
Enlarge.
To make something bigger or larger, to become bigger or larger.
Examples:
Enlarge a photograph. Enlarge my experience. Please enlarge your new theory.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Dome.
A rounded vault forming the roof of a building or structure, typically with a circular base.
Examples:
Snow dome. Dome structure. The cathedral dome soared high above, its stained glass windows casting colorful light on the altar below.
Baptistry.
A part of a church or other religious building that is specifically set aside for the administration of baptism, often containing a basin or pool of water for immersion or pouring.
Examples:
Medieval baptistry. The church's baptistry. The ornate baptistry served as a place of religious significance for the local community.
Plaza.
A public square, marketplace, or similar open area in a town, especially in Spanish-speaking countries.
Examples:
Main Plaza. Memorial Plaza. 3 young men were busking in the shopping plaza.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Campanile.
A bell tower, often a detached part of a larger building, contains one or more bells and is typically associated with a church or cathedral.
Examples:
the top of the campanile. Historic campanile. The campanile's bells rang out across the city.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the peace accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Marshy.
Characterized by the presence of low-lying, waterlogged areas of land that are often covered by tall grasses or other vegetation, of or relating to areas near wetlands, swamps, or estuaries.
Examples:
Marshy ground. Marshy soil. The marshy terrain made building a solid foundation for the house difficult.
Clay.
A natural, earthy material that is made up of very small particles of minerals and can be molded when wet and then fired to produce ceramics.
Examples:
Clay animation. Soft clay ground. The sculptor carefully molded the clay into the desired shape.
Mud.
A soft, wet, sticky earth or clay.
Examples:
Mud wall. Mud volcano. The mud of the swamp made it difficult to walk through the field.
Sand.
Finely granulated particles of rock or mineral material, typically found along beaches, deserts, or riverbeds, used in construction, landscaping, and other applications requiring drainage or abrasive action.
Examples:
Sand dunes. Sand castle. The sand on the beach was warm and golden.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Counteract.
To act against something to reduce its bad or harmful effects or neutralize it.
Examples:
Counteract the effect of poison. Counteract global warming. Our body's immune system produces antibodies to counteract disease.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Meter.
A device used to measure the amount of a particular substance or attribute, such as length, volume, or time. Prosody, the accent in a metrical foot of verse.
Examples:
A gas meter. Poetic meter. The meter on the wall showed that the room was 3 meters long.
Suffice.
To be enough or sufficient, to meet the needs or requirements of something or someone, to satisfy or fulfill a purpose.
Examples:
Suffice to live. Suffice as evidence. Would 1 cup of flour suffice for this recipe?
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
Water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Shifting.
Constantly changing or moving.
Examples:
Shifting balance. Continuously shifting landscape. Trends in the fashion industry are so shifting that it is challenging to keep up with them.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Flaw.
A fault, mistake, or weakness that causes something not to be perfect.
Examples:
A minor flaw. the flaw in the legislation. Even the slightest design flaw in an aircraft can lead to a fatal accident.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples:
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Halt.
To bring or come to a stop, to force to stop moving or operating.
Examples:
Halt production. Halt progress. The train came to a halt at the station.
Descend.
To move downward and lower, to come from or to be connected by a relationship of blood.
Examples:
Descend a steep hill. Descend by elevator. She was descended from an old Italian noble family.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Warfare.
The use of military force to achieve political, economic, or social objectives.
Examples:
Warfare aircraft. Spiritual warfare. The country has been engaged in a prolonged conflict, with both sides using modern warfare tactics.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
Settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Compensate.
To make up for a loss, injury, or inconvenience by giving something of value.
Examples:
Compensate a loss. Compensate for a car accident. The company offered to compensate the employees for the overtime they worked.
Masonry.
The art or work of constructing buildings, walls, or other structures from carefully shaped and arranged blocks of stone, brick, or other materials.
Examples:
Masonry wall, masonry restoration. The cathedral's masonry sculptures were intricately carved and carefully placed.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples:
A gas chamber, the lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions. Strategy. A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy. Walkway. A path or trail for people to walk on, typically in a park or garden.
Examples:
Install a walkway. Walkway bridge. The walkway through the park was a popular spot for joggers and walkers. Examine. To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them. Examples: Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses. Worsen. To become or make something worse. Examples: Worsen a relation. Worsen the food problem. Unilateral import bans have worsened that country's terms of trade. Corps. A large group of people trained and organized for a particular purpose, such as the military or a performing arts troupe. Examples: Airborne Corps. Corps Artillery. The Corps arrived at the front lines just in time to reinforce the exhausted soldiers. Inject. To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube. Examples: Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance. Mortar. A mixture of cement, sand, and water used for binding building materials together, a heavy, deep bowl used to pound or grind substances. Examples: Mortar joints. Apply mortar. The bricklayer started on the second course of bricks, laying them in fresh mortar. Strengthen. To become stronger or more effective, to make someone or something stronger or more effective.
Examples:
Strengthen the immune system. Strengthen a border patrol. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body.
Evenly.
In equal amounts or shares, in a balanced or impartial way.
Examples:
Evenly colored. Almost evenly divided. This product can spread the cement evenly.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Definitive.
Serving to provide a final solution or to end a situation, final and not able to be changed.
Examples:
Definitive answer. A definitive edition. The study provided definitive proof of the effectiveness of the new drug.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Pinpoint.
To locate or identify the exact position in space or time of something.
Examples:
Pinpoint the problem. Pinpoint signs of manipulation. This radar quickly pinpoints the position of the enemy.
Devise.
To come up with an idea, plan, theory, etc., using your intelligence or imagination.
Examples:
Devise a plan. Devise a literary plot. They had to devise a system that did not depend on fossil fuels.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Variable.
Likely to change or very often, noun, a symbol, like X or Y, that is used in mathematical or logical expressions to represent a value that may be changed.
Examples:
A variable species. A dependent variable. Rainfall in the tropics is highly variable.
Calculated.
Done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
Calculated bankruptcy. Calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a matter that is solemn.
Examples:
The attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Stiff.
Not easily bent, flexible, or pliable, difficult to move or be maneuvered, difficult to relax, having a heavy or formal manner.
Examples:
Stiff muscles. Stiff penalty. Her body felt stiff after sitting at her desk for hours without moving.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Excavation.
The act or process of removing soil, rock, or other material to reveal or extract something, such as an archaeological site or underground structure, or the whole or area created by this process.
Examples:
Fossil excavation. Excavation work. The archaeological excavation of the site revealed many artifacts from the ancient civilization.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Diagonal.
At an angle or slant. Noun, a line that runs across a surface or figure at an angle.
Examples:
Diagonal pattern. Place at a diagonal. The diagonal cut of the skirt added movement and flair to the outfit.
Tunnel.
An underground or underwater passage, typically for trains or cars.
Examples:
Tunnel construction work. Tunnel disease. The workers had to dig through solid rock to create the vehicular tunnel, allowing the cars to pass through the mountain.
Cubic.
Having the shape of a cube or being of 3 dimensions, measured in units that are the third power of a linear unit.
Examples:
Cubic meter. Cubic structure. The package was a cubic shape, which made it easier to stack on the shelf.
Temporarily.
For a limited time only or not permanently.
Examples:
A hut made temporarily. Temporarily suspend the production. Some athletes take anabolic steroids to increase muscle size temporarily.
Counterbalance.
To offset or balance the effect of something by applying an equal or opposite force or effect. To provide a counteracting or balancing influence for something. Noun, a weight or force that is used to balance or offset another weight or force.
Examples:
Counterbalance the seriousness of the topic. Counterbalance the effects. The heavy weights on one end of the scale counterbalanced the lighter weights on the other end.
Ingot.
A solid block of metal or alloy that has been cast or formed into a convenient shape for storage, transportation, or further processing.
Examples:
Aluminum ingot. Gold ingot. The foundry worker poured the molten metal into an ingot mold to create a solid metal bar.
Anchor.
A device, typically made of metal, that is used to moor a ship or boat in a particular place, typically by being dropped to the seabed. A central cohesive source of support and stability.
Examples:
Anchor bolt. Anchor weight. The ship dropped anchor in the bay.
Steel.
A strong metal alloy made up of iron with typically a few tenths of a % of carbon used for making things that need a strong structure.
Examples:
Magnetic steel. Steel beam. This bridge is the third largest steel bridge in the world.
Cable.
A set of wires covered by plastic or rubber that carries electricity, phone signals, etc. A solid thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire.
Examples:
Cable television. Coaxial cable. This system uses submarine cables to exchange information between continents. Feat. A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat, feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Humanities monument, monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Imperfectly.
In a faulty or incomplete way.
Examples:
Imperfectly developed, imperfectly known disease. He created an imperfectly shaped torso.